Welcome to the Empire of Secrets. Every episode, we peel back the cover on history's strangest mysteries, from lost cities and secret files to sightings that refuse to be explained. We follow the evidence, question the official story, and tell the stories that textbooks skip. Ready to go past the surface? Let's dive in. In the endless blue of the Pacific, there are places where the sea feels ancient, where the waves seem to move with memory, and the silence beneath carries a secret. Long before the world spoke the name Atlantis, another continent was said to have thrived here, a civilization now buried under miles of water and time. Its name was Lemuria. Some call it Mu, others Rutas, others still the motherland. It is the Pacific's answer to Atlantis, not a kingdom of conquest, but a cradle of creation, where humanity itself, some say, first learned to look toward the stars. Part 1. The Forgotten Continent. The idea of Lemuria began not in myth, but in science. In the 19th century, before plate tectonics were understood, zoologists noticed something odd. Species like lemurs existed both in Madagascar and India, but nowhere in between. To explain it, a British naturalist, Philip Sclater, proposed a lost landmass, a bridge that once connected Africa, India, and the Pacific. He called it Lemuria. For decades, maps of this phantom continent appeared in scientific journals. But as geology advanced, the theory was discarded. Continents drift, oceans spread. There was no need for a vanished land. Lemuria was dismissed as a mistake of science. Yet even as academia moved on, the myth refused to sink. Because in temple walls, sacred chants, and forgotten manuscripts, traces of a far older Lemuria were already waiting. Part 2. The Songs of the Pacific. Across the islands of Polynesia, ancient chants tell of a homeland swallowed by the sea. In Hawaii, it was called Kalua o Kamoa. In the myths of the Maori, a land named Hawaii vanished in fire and water. In the legends of Easter Island, the people spoke of Hiva, a vast ancestral continent far to the west. All these stories share a pattern. A luminous, advanced civilization destroyed in a cataclysm. The Great Flood came, and the islands that remain, Tahiti, Samoa, Rapa Nui, are said to be the mountain peaks of that lost world. If that sounds familiar, it should. Atlantis fell to the west, Lemuria to the east. Two halves of a forgotten age, like mirrored ruins at opposite ends of the earth. Part 3. The Mystery of Mu. In the early 1900s, a British colonel named James Churchward claimed he had uncovered the sacred tablets of an ancient order in India, records written in a language older than Sanskrit. They spoke of a land called Mu, the motherland of humanity, which stretched across the Pacific Ocean and housed 64 million people. According to Churchward, Mu was a paradise, a realm of peace, knowledge, and harmony, governed by a priestly caste who understood the forces of nature and the cosmos. They harnessed energy directly from the earth, drew power from crystals, and lived in temples aligned with the stars. Then came the disaster. The earth shook, volcanoes erupted, and in a single day, Mu was torn apart, sinking into the Pacific depths. Churchward's books were dismissed as fantasy, but his descriptions echoed myths from Japan to South America, places that, by no logic of his time, he could have connected. Coincidence or something more? Part 4. The Geological Ghost. Modern science insists that there is no sunken continent beneath the Pacific. But the ocean floor tells a complicated story. Beneath the waves lie vast, submerged plateaus, the Ontong Java, the Zealandia Massif, and mysterious seamount chains that may once have broken the surface. Zealandia alone recently confirmed by geologists, is nearly half the size of Australia and 94% underwater. For decades, it was thought to be myth. Now it is recognized as a genuine lost continent. If such a thing could exist, a world-sized landmass swallowed by tectonic shifts, how impossible, really, is Lemuria? Even sonar scans have revealed what appear to be geometric structures near Yonaguni, off the coast of Japan. Terraces, steps, and walls that seem carved, not natural. Mainstream science calls it a natural formation, but divers who've seen it describe the unmistakable touch of human design. Beneath the silt, the Pacific hides its secrets well. Across Asia and the Pacific, megaliths stand as if whispering to one another across impossible distances. In Indonesia, the site of Gunung Padang, a pyramid-like hill, has been found to conceal layers of worked stone dating back 12,000 years. In Micronesia, the city of Nan Madol rises from the ocean like a basalt labyrinth, built on coral platforms with stones weighing 50 tons each. No one knows how it was constructed or by whom. Legends say the builders came from the stars. Others say they were the last descendants of Mu. The same geometry appears again and again. Circular platforms, aligned temples, sacred spirals carved into stone. As if the memory of Lemuria lingered, coded into architecture itself. Part 6. The Ocean Remembers. The Pacific is vast beyond imagination. Its floor is a landscape of drowned mountains, hidden plains, and volcanic scars. A world we've barely explored. Submerged off the coast of India, near Dwarka, divers discovered ruins dating back 9,000 years. In the waters off Yonaguni, Japan, steps descend into shadowed corridors that resemble pyramids. Off the coast of Easter Island, sonar reveals structures that seem arranged in patterns, as though entire complexes now lie beneath coral and current. Are these echoes of different cultures, or pieces of one lost puzzle? If Atlantis was the last memory of the Atlantic world, could Lemuria be the Pacific's missing half? The twin soul of an age erased by water? Part 7. Survivors of the deep. After the cataclysm, the stories say, not all was lost. Survivors scattered across the earth, to India, to the Americas, to Egypt. They carried knowledge of stars, geometry, and the sacred fire of creation. In South America, the ancient Inca spoke of Viracocha, a bearded god who rose from the Pacific and taught humanity how to build and live in harmony. In Polynesia, the god Tangaroa came from beneath the waves, bringing wisdom to mankind. In India, the Manu, the progenitor of humankind, survived a great flood and sailed eastward to begin anew. Different names, same archetype. The memory of Lemuria may live not in ruins, but in the bloodlines and myths of its scattered children. Part 8. The Cradle of the Old World. If Lemuria existed, it may have been the first true civilization, one that understood energy not as technology, but as relationship. Temples were said to hum with frequency, tuned to the earth's resonance. Cities glowed with a soft light, powered by the natural magnetism of stone and crystal. Communication was telepathic. War was unknown. Then, something changed. Perhaps the planet shifted, or the people turned inward, or the balance that sustained them broke. The harmony ended, and the land began to fracture. Volcanoes erupted. Tsunamis rose higher than mountains. The great motherland fell into the sea. But from that fall, legends say, humanity began again, smaller, humbler, remembering only fragments of what once was. Part 9. The maps and the myths like Atlantis. The memory of Lemuria lingers in unexpected places, in ancient maps, in the language of old navigators, in carvings that defy explanation. The Tamil traditions of southern India speak of Kumari Kandam, a vast land lost beneath the Indian Ocean, home to an advanced Dravidian civilization. It too was destroyed by flood, leaving behind only the southern tip of India and Sri Lanka. Half a world away, Polynesian wayfinders tell of ancestral homelands far beyond the known islands, directions and stars that no longer match any land above water. How could cultures so distant, separated by oceans, share the same story? A sunken motherland, a golden age, and a flood. Perhaps because they all descend from the same event, the same memory carried through different tongues. Part X. Science and the shadow. Modern scientists reject Lemuria as pseudoscience. No tectonic model supports a massive landmass sinking whole into the Pacific. No direct evidence of a pre-Ice Age civilization exists, at least not one recognized. And yet, every few years, discoveries push the boundaries of what we know. Underwater ruins off India. Zealandia confirmed as a hidden continent. Göbekli Tepe rewriting the dawn of civilization. Step by step, the timeline of human history shifts further back, toward an age once thought impossible. And each new revelation seems to whisper the same question. What if the myths were right all along? Part 11. The bridge between worlds Atlantis and Lemuria. The twin myths of water and fire. Two lost realms at opposite ends of the earth. If they truly existed, they might not have been rivals, but partners, civilizations connected by oceanic trade, by spiritual exchange, by a shared understanding of the planet's hidden forces. When one fell, the other may have followed. And from their ashes, humanity inherited a divided memory, half in the west, half in the east. Maybe that is why we still look to the stars and the sea, searching for what we've lost. Because deep down, some part of us remembers. Part 12. The silence beneath today. The Pacific hides more secrets than any other ocean. Less than 20% of its floor has been mapped in detail. We have explored the surface of Mars more thoroughly than the depths beneath Hawaii or Micronesia. Every sonar sweep uncovers anomalies, terraces, ridges, geometric formations that challenge explanation. The more we search, the more the ocean seems alive with questions. Was Lemuria ever real? Or is it the name we give to our collective longing for an age when humanity was wiser, gentler, closer to the earth and the cosmos? Perhaps the truth lies somewhere in between. Perhaps Lemuria was both real and symbolic, a continent of the mind and matter, a memory written in stone and water. Part 13. The legacy of the deep. In a way, Lemuria never vanished. Its story survives in the symbols of countless cultures, spirals, waves, suns, and eyes, reminders of balance and rebirth. Its energy, some say, flows through the Pacific Ring of Fire, pulsing beneath volcanoes and coral reefs like a heartbeat. When researchers record the Earth's resonant frequencies, the strongest signals come from the ocean floor near Polynesia, as if the planet itself remembers the lost continent that once lay there. And every so often, divers report hearing strange low sounds, not machinery, not whales, but something that feels almost musical. A resonance that seems to come from everywhere and nowhere. A ghost song of the motherland. Part 14. The return of the memory. Perhaps Lemuria's greatest gift is the question it leaves behind. Not whether it existed, but whether we can rediscover what it stood for. Balance with nature. Harmony between science and spirit. The belief that knowledge is sacred, not dangerous. Atlantis warns of arrogance. Lemuria reminds us of connection. Together, they are the two halves of our forgotten history. a story of what humanity once was and what it might become again. And if the ocean still dreams, somewhere in its endless depths, the name Lemuria may still echo through the water, not as a place, but as a promise. Thanks for listening to The Empire of Secrets. If this episode sparked your curiosity, leave a like, drop a comment with your theory, and subscribe for new episodes every week. Want more sources or a follow-up deep dive? Tell us in the comments and we'll cover it next. Stay curious and see you in the next episode.